Oh, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Knight2727, and I'm playing Wwe2k15 for the PlayStation 3. Now, I wanted to show you some brief annoyances. And this is like what I say about the newer games, how they're becoming more simplistic. Now, Alberto Del Rio, if you're familiar with the series, he already has a comeback, right? So, this is natural. I didn't get a chance to work on his movesets because I have to change everybody's moves, make sure everybody's up to date with every slam, and put them in the right spots. Because you got, like, people, I believe... last time they put Farouk in a game in WWE 13, he had like a flying hurricane around from the top rope. Shawn Michaels had a super kick, like I was saying in the Xavier Woods video glitch. In my Xavier Woods video, the glitch, I was saying in that video that Shawn Michaels had a super kick. They gave him a Sweet Chin Music animation. There's 1 and 2. 2 would be from the, I think, the corner. It's either 1 or 2. One's from the corner. And, tunes up the band, and then there's a standing one. So for the standing one of Shawn Michaels, he was given a standard super kick rather than Sweet Chin Music, which was an animation that was already programmed for him. They're making dumb decisions, and this is what I hate, because I hate about these newer WWE titles that I can never just get into it. I can never just jump into it. I have to do so much. Now, Alberto Del Rio has a comeback animation. So I was thinking, alright, well maybe, it's that Del Rio, maybe this one is the one they decided to give a comeback. And you look at his abilities, no. So I understand certain people have resiliency, certain people don't. It's like sometimes it's like people who deserve resiliency or won a championship or somebody like Booker T, they wouldn't give it to him from the start, so you actually have to give it to him. So for this, you actually would have to assign Alberto Del Rio's comeback. You'd have to go assign his comeback and then put the animation on there. But it's like, why do you have to do that? Why is this them taking a shot at Alberto Del Rio, taking away his comeback, and trying to make his character like weak by default? It's kind of weird that his character would not have it, especially when they took the time to give him a comeback animation. So certain people like Wade Barrett, for example, would not have resiliency, but I disagree. Screw that he's Bad News Barrett. He's still the guy that kicked out of the Attitude Adjustment. Ooh, did we forget that? And he also hit the wasteland on the Big Show. I mean, how characters change in the WWE. You see so many changes, to their characters and stuff. I can understand this, Bautista, the one that just came back and sucked a little bit. I see how they given him a higher overall. That's understandable. Booker T's character model is a disappointment. And I love how they give you a picture of an inaccurate one. His hair isn't even nearly that long. And the character model, I actually had to give him resiliency because he didn't have it. Booker T is supposed to be him in his prime. And can I see his overall? Overall is 85. They took him down. Brock Lesnar, did he go up? 92. So it's just some things about the game. It's just like you have to always go through and check all the moves and make sure you're not going to see no nonsense in the middle of the match. Yeah, 88. Jericho's been losing a lot, especially that one. 92. Of course, they dropped the Brahma Bull down. Oh yeah. Somebody come look at this. Fit Finley with long hair. That is creepy. Got the Usos back. Some of the Rock's family gets to return because they don't like them. My favorite Kane. And they did actually make reference to Katie. That was crazy. And the commentary, Katie was the one Kane supposedly raped. Naomi, I'm surprised she in here, but she pretty much has to be in here. She's just too popular right now, and it wouldn't make sense. But then again, Alicia Fox been in there helping putting over people like Paige, going to NXT and losing to her. So, finally got Orton right this year. Last year they tried to do this Orton, but left the it was something they did. They had the tattoos, but they kept the bearded face, and the hair was inaccurate. Rey Mysterio, RVD's finally back. Rock's dropped down. Roman's in here now. It's a good game. I'm liking it. It's pretty much the same as last year with more glitches, but the more updated roster. And the only reason why I got this is because I didn't pay for it out of my own pocket. because of people like this man right here. They hate, and he's probably the most popular wrestler of all time. But this must be some racism thing, because he's the only guy who still comes back. You know, Austin's still in the game. Austin still just got a new stunner animation. How come not The Rock? Where's Austin at? He comes back with a little podcast. The Rock's been wrestling. He's been back since 2011, maybe 2010 at that. Well, no, 2011 when he actually came back, not like satellite or something. And he's been giving you matches. He put over CM Punk. He's, you know, working with all the younger talent, Rusev and all of them, Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, John Cena, the Core, all of those people, the Miz, R-Truth. You know, it was a lot The Rock's done since he came back. And for him to get the attraction of all of that, you know, all the WWE Universe, people who don't even watch wrestling scrambling for the remote because The Rock's back. Look at how much attention that he brought back to the WWE. Just him, his presence. You know, nobody has a presence like The Rock. And for them to not update his moves, I thought they gave him a new overhead belly-to-belly suplex, but I realized that's actually for Darren Young, because he also has it, and that exactly looks like what he does. The Rock's was a little bit different, now that I remember. I mean, yeah, he did that sometimes, and he also did a throw, more of a throw with it, more so when Kurt Angle came around, but he did also do the overhead belly-to-belly a little bit. But it's more so for Darren Young. What's the problem is that the people's punches just do not look like they even tried, and that set of animations they left in there. You know, they fix the choke slams, they'll fix this and that, or they'll keep the PlayStation 2 era animations. We have Brock Lesnar and John Cena all have their PlayStation 2 era animations. You know, you play, I think SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 was the last one. I definitely for sure know that set of animations were in there, and it was in their prime. That's when everybody felt right. That's when everybody had their separate stances. They had the stamina system already in it. You could rest at any time, did a button for it, or you could just slow down and pace yourself and you'll slowly recover. They had a lot of things. When you hit the submission, Rock has a sharpshooter on Austin. Austin gets the ropes. I can hold it for a cost of stamina, way more stamina to hold a submission to a 5 count. I can let go at any number I want or get disqualified at 5. They don't have that in these new games. But The Rock had all his animations. He had his clothesline. He had his own sharpshooter, the rock bottom, a better people's elbow. Spine buster was on point. Back elbow. He had a lot of stuff. He had his Samoan drop, his DDT. And it was just like all The Rock's moves. He had all these series of punches and stuff, knockdown. And it's like they took everything out. The people's punches, they didn't even try. The rock bottom looks terrible. And all they had to do is just, they still use the PlayStation 2 era rock bottom and the counter animation, just like how he would like set it up. That's that animation. So they're not slick. If they can break animations apart, they might as well just take his catch finisher, the hookup be the old school one, the one that they use for the counter. Just hook that up the way he flaps the arm up, and then use that catch finisher rock bottom animation. There's also another one in the story. Every time The Rock's in a story, they have different rock bottom animations for the story, like the cutscene, but they all look better than the one that you do in the match. If they could cut animations, they could just easily take one of those, just they actually could do that, but they don't want to. The people's elbow is wrong. They don't kick the arm. Like, The Rock kicks your arm on the right, and then he goes for the elbow pad. Kind of like he throws a hook and then stops it, then takes the elbow pad off, throws it. If it's the first people's elbow, he'll run to his left and then jump over to the right, drop the elbow. They pretty much just have it very sloppy looking. Just doesn't look like there's any energy. And it's hilarious because, John Cena gets the new AA where he bounces into the pin combo. They have all this stuff. And then The Rock's taunts are gone. You have more energetic ones from like Here Comes the Pain. It's just a lot of stuff missing. So his character is dulled down and it sucks. And let's see, The Rock, things like that, the Booker T, you can literally go on Google and like search the evolution of Booker T, and you can see the character models and like how this is more actually of like a racist stereotypical black person, how they were portrayed on TV when they first were like coming on TV. Big lips and all that, big poppy eyes, and his character model looks like crap. Look at the 360 version of WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Look at the graphical comparison and look at the character model of Booker T. It's horrible. The Usos, they don't even have the Us. Oh, they have the taunt, but you can't actually hear it. But everybody else has their things. But I'm running out of time, so once again, I'm into the ITE 2727. I was just talking about Wwe2k15 for the PlayStation 3. Not next gen for me, because I ain't wasting my money. Better put it on a Wii U. We, the people.